You are not here to live small. You are not here to beg for scraps while empires rise around you. You are not here to blend in, to be quiet, to apologize for the fire in your chest. You were born to think like a king, to work like a slave, to rise like a legend. But nobody hands you the crown. You forge it in the dark. You shape it in silence. Not with empty words, but with sleepless nights, torn hands, and an unbreakable mind. You see, the world will try to bury you in mediocrity. It will sell you comfort as success. It will drown you in distractions, whispering, "Rest. You've earned it. Be grateful for less." But deep down, a voice roars louder than all the noise. You were made for more. Not more comfort. More clarity. Not more ease. More purpose. That's how every legend is born. Not in fame, not in money, but in the decision to rule their mind before they ever ruled the world. Look at the greats. Andrew Carnegie was not handed his fortune. He started in a factory earning $1.20 a week. Walt Disney was told he lacked imagination. Henry Ford failed 5 businesses before he built the machine that moved the world. Abraham Lincoln lost more elections than he won, until he led a broken nation through its darkest hour. Their bloodlines weren't royal. Their beginnings were bitter. But they thought like kings. They labored like slaves. And they rose like legends. Not because they were lucky, because they were obsessed with a vision, so obsessed they made their mind obey them, because the battlefield is always internal first. Do you think a king wakes up wondering what the world thinks of him? Do you think he asks permission to rise? No. He walks into the room with presence, not pride, with clarity, not ego, because true royalty isn't loud, it's undeniable, and you have that same power. But you must reclaim your mind. You must become the ruler of your thoughts before you ever lead a life worth living, because if you don't, someone else will. Your mind will either become a palace, or it will become a prison. You have to train it daily. Starve the doubts. Feed the vision. Starve the fear. Feed the focus. Starve the excuses. Feed the execution. That's what it means to work like a slave. Not in chains, but in discipline. Not in suffering, but in structure. Because freedom is not given. It is earned, and earned daily. Discipline is the price. You don't rise by motivation. You rise by obsession, by deciding that the work is non-negotiable, that your word is law, that your vision is not a wish, it's a command. You want results? Then you better love repetition. You better fall in love with the boring, the difficult, the unseen, because the world claps for the performance, but the legend is built in practice. The work is where the soul sharpens. The grind is where the crown is forged. No shortcuts. No spectators. Just you, the goal, and the fire you refuse to let die. Let others chase comfort. Let others seek approval. You build. You grind. You rise. Because kings don't complain about the weight of the crown. They train their necks to carry it. And every minute you doubt, every second you hesitate, is one moment farther from the life that was meant for you. There's nothing noble about shrinking. There's nothing humble about staying quiet when the world needs your voice. You want to serve? Then stand up. Rise up. Show up. Not because you're better, but because you refuse to settle. Refuse to settle for a life you'll regret. Refuse to settle for mediocrity disguised as normal. Refuse to die before you've truly lived. You are capable of more than survival. You are capable of dominion. But you must think like a king. You must work like a slave. And you must rise like a legend. Not once. Every single day.